Welcome to Real Estate Investing Made Simple. Do you have a deal or do you have a question?
With Grant Cardone.
This is a little smaller, not as large as I'd like, but it's a 29 unit deal.
Don't apologize for being a little bitch.
And it's in Harrisonburg, Virginia.
Okay.
It's a college town. There's a college about a mile and a half, but those aren't the main tenants there. There's some young professionals, and they've got advanced degrees, and they're working professionals. It's a new unit or new building. It's built in 2014.
Okay.
They're typically about the two bedroom. They're 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and three bedroom, 2.5 bath. The smaller units are just over 1,000 square feet, and the bigger ones are about 1,200.
Good.
Okay. I'm feeling like I'm overpaying a little bit for this place.
It's all right.
I've heard you before, so the numbers are this. So into it, purchase price is going to be $3,595. So price per unit's about $124.
That doesn't bother me. 124 door. This guy knows what he's talking about, by the way. Best caller of the day. Give him my shirt. What size shirt you wear, man? Dress shirt. What size dress shirt you wear?
What size dress shirt? I don't know. Medium.
Okay, good. I'm gonna send you a beautiful shirt, man.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Okay.
It's in my office. Good.
Okay.
What's the gross income of the deal? I got to pay $3 million. You're going to put $900,000 down to buy this deal, right?
Well, I'm thinking I'm going to have to put 30% down.
I think you're right. I like that number better.
Yeah.
1.2 million. I like that number better, by the way. See, I love the way this guy thinks, okay? We got to find something else to give him, too. I'm going to give you a new copy of my newest book, man, Real Estate Investing Made Simple, all right?
Perfect.
Okay, so we're going to finance $2.4 million. That's going to cost that's going to cost $144,000 a year. How much is the gross income? This is our debt number, guys. Okay, is that right? $2.4 million cost $14,000 a year. What's the gross income on this thing?
So the gross income right now with one vacancy
145
is 309.
309 is the NOI?
No, that's so the expenses are 100 and NOI is like 207.
Okay, so 207 is my NOI number. NOI is net operating income less the 144. That's the debt. By the way, that's principal and interest.
Correct.
Typically, I'll get loans for the first 5 years, interest only, because they're big loans provided by a big lender. $63,000 is his cash flow if everything goes right. 63,000 divided by 1.2 million.
Five and a quarter.
It's 5.25%. Plus the pay down of the debt, which is probably another 2 points. He's earning 7.25% on his money. Now my question to you is, who can guess the next question? One word, 4 letters, starts with an E.
Exit.
What's the exit?
Yeah, right.
How do you get out of the deal?
So this is my hesitation. So what happened was in the offering memorandum, they were saying that this is near this university. And you could convert this to student housing and crank up the rents and all that kind of stuff, and then exit with a higher price. But what I found out talking to property managers and investigating is, especially ones that even do specialize in student housing, they're saying this is it's a really competitive market for student housing. Yeah, and that's probably not going to be an easy way to go. It's going to be difficult to do that.
Yeah.
So now it makes me. So I came back around. Part of the reason
let me just say this: if it was that easy to do it, they would have done it.
Exactly.
And they would be selling it to somebody for a higher or lower cap rate and a higher price.
Right. Yeah. So it turns out probably my only exit is going to be probably keep. So that's why I said in the beginning I came in. I probably paid too much because my only exit now is to hold it. Go with the rents, 3 to 4 or 5% if I'm lucky.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you something. Did you buy it already?
No.
Okay, good. So a couple things you could do on this deal. Let's find out. We know what it does now. Let's find out. Do you love the location?
I think it's a great location.
Good.
It's a really clean property. It's just it's kind of pride of ownership thing too.
Yeah.
But it's good. I mean, it's a growing town. They've grown. I think the population went up 30% in the last 8 years or so.
Yeah.
And there's education. There's a hospital. All that kind of stuff. So
I can tell you love it. He does love it, right?
Yeah. Only problem is I haven't been there yet, and that's the next step. If
What?
I'm going to, I haven't been there yet, so I have to go there if I'm going to, and see it and see how I feel.
Dude, I bought a lot of property. I never went there. I'm like, okay, I know I like that. I know I like the location. I know I like the neighborhood. I like the crime. I like the walk rate. I like the property. I like the way it looks. I like the square footage. I like the price per square foot. You should know whether you want to buy the deal right now. You guys are like, I got to go visit it. I got to feel it. You should. You should. That should happen. It should feel good to you. Because if it doesn't feel good to you, it's not going to feel good to the next person. But if I can't make sense of the money, I don't need to go see it. That's why I don't like strip joints.
Well,
I never understood it. I walked in a strip joint. What do we do next?
This past Saturday, I went.
I don't get that, but
to look at a mobile home park that had incredible numbers, and I got there, and I saw there's no way I'm buying this.
Yeah. You're like, hey, there's no way I'm going to do this deal. So let me just go back to your 207.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you where I love this deal. At what point I love this deal. What city did you say this in?
It's in Harrisonburg, Virginia. It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours from east of or west of D.C.
Yeah.
And there's another town called Charlottesville. It's like the 10th largest, or the.
I tell you where I like this deal. I like this deal anywhere south of $3.2 million, $3,184,000, and this deal pencils out like this: $3,184,000. Okay, I put $900,000 down. I tried to get a loan with a little more leverage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe I need to personally sign on that loan to do that. It doesn't bother me to do that, even though most people would tell me I'm an idiot for signing. Okay, I borrowed $2,284,000. That's not going to change anything a bunch, but let's just see, 284 times 0.06. I got $136,000. What would you say the NOI is?
200 and 207.
Okay, 64,000 divided by 900. I got a 7.1% return before the pay down of the debt, so I'm getting almost 9% before any rent increases. What is the rent at the place?
Oh, what the rent go for?
Yeah,
about the 2 bedrooms are like $950.
Yeah.
And
so now I got to decide, do I need to spend any money? Is there going to be a roof? Is there going to be paint? Is there going to be some landscaping? Can I improve the rents by $50? If I can improve the rent, how many units? 29 units?
Mm-hmm.
29. From what I know of the market, I don't think 50 is going to. I mean, so the market rent, rents, at least what they're telling me is market rents are about $1,000 for the 2 bedrooms and $1,200.
Yeah. Do you think there's $50 a month in rent?
I think eventually, but not for probably 3 years.
Oh wow, that's a shame. That tells me something too, dude. You don't want to go in strong on price if you don't think there's a rent. I mean, everything I've ever bought, I'm like, can I get $50 from these people for something?
Yeah.
Like, no, we're maxed out right here. If you're at the top of the top, then you got to wonder how are you there. But just remember this: $50 on 29 units is $16,000 a year.
I know.
If he could achieve that, by the way, his 64, watch this, goes to $80,000 in free cash flow, and based on what he paid, now he's at. It's a great question. Most exciting deal of the day, by the way. Rest of your deals are losers. 8.8% before the pay down of the debt. Remember, we're paying down this debt, this $2.2 million. We're paying that thing down every month. I could show you another way to do it, but look, man, if you're buying something that has no chance of a rent increase, you got to ask yourself, what the hell am I doing? Right here, right now. Okay. So keep looking, man. Keep looking. Or you know what you do? You go take a run at this guy. You go take a run at this guy and you say, hey, bro, look, $2.5 million. Now watch the deal. I'm gonna give you $2.5 million in cash. Call me up. I can cut him a check today. Okay?
Yeah.
Go try to steal something from him. Club him over the head while he isn't looking, man. Okay?
Yeah.
That's 29 units now. Now I'm paying less than $100,000 a door. You go in, we write a check for the 2.5, put $800,000 down. Notice your down payment went down again, 1.7. Okay, now we're making some money. What I do is I go take a run at the guy, see if I could clip him. Maybe he's in trouble. Maybe he's hurting. Maybe he's tired. Okay, when's the last time this deal traded? See, I can't get off the phone with these guys.
Well, he built it. He's the builder too. He built it.
Dude, you know what I would do? I'd go to him and say, look, I'll give you $2.5 million, 0% interest for 5 years. I'm going to take this thing off your hand and nobody's calling you anymore. I'll manage the deal for you and pay you what you're getting now. Do you have a deal or do you have a question?
With Grant Cardone.